that's why this has to happen through their
directive by the Taliban authorities is a major milestone for the polio eradication program for several reasons. Right now, we are seeing a unprecedented opportunity with very little polio both in Afghanistan and Pakistan. And for any of these countries to succeed, they both must succeed together. So Pakistan has only detected one case of wild polio in January of this year, and so has Afghanistan, only one case of wild polio in January of this year. And our last vaccination campaign in Afghanistan was in June. And over the last 3.5 years, approximately 3.3 million children who were living in areas under Taliban control, the vaccination campaigns could not reach them because the Taliban at that time had restricted house-to-house vaccination in those areas, mainly for security reasons.
because the local
So this vaccination campaign will target about 10 million children under 5 years of age through a door-to-door vaccination campaign across the country. We have been doing these kinds of nationwide campaigns, but over the last 3.5 years, we've missed a large number of children who were living in areas where house-to-house vaccination was restricted by the Taliban. It's the first major public health mobilization across the country under the new authorities in Afghanistan at a time when there is great concern and fear of the health system being severely affected in Afghanistan. And so this is a very important development from a broader public health perspective also.
तालिबान जो हैं वो they make sure कि आप लोग
The program will need to exercise operational flexibility, but most importantly, the local authorities will have to mobilize all of their security assets to do their best to reduce the risk and threat to frontline workers. The environment, unfortunately, is such that there is, in fact, security risks to frontline workers. Pakistan and Afghanistan are the only two countries where wild polio virus remains endemic. All of the rest of the world has eliminated, eradicated wild polio virus. Pakistan and Afghanistan are the two last remaining countries. And we are seeing very little wild polio virus transmission in these two countries. So if we don't aggressively vaccinate in both of these countries at this stage, we might see a resurgence of polio, which would be a huge setback.
यूनिफिकेशन हो जाएगी और उस तरीके से तो बस